Why buy an apartment or an old resale property in Miami when you can come to Central Florida, especially Minneola, and get a brand new construction 2-story home with incentives towards your closing costs and finishes you cannot miss? Welcome guys to a new video, and this one is one you cannot miss. Let's go inside. Hello everyone, and welcome to what could be your future new construction home in Minneola, Florida. My name is Gabriela, your real estate agent, and today this property is one that you just have to watch it because it has some of the most beautiful finishes. Plus, just like I mentioned, you have up to $20,000 in flex cash that you can use towards your closing costs. Plus, you have a property that already has a lot of upgrades included with its base price. Now, let's continue with this gorgeous tour. Starting from the main entrance of this property, we're gonna notice that we have double high ceilings in the main entrance. Let's close this door right here so you guys can take a look at the height of the door. Right, you have an 8-foot door, which is always a plus when you have a grand entrance like this one. Towards my right side, you're gonna have a staircase that's going to lead to the second floor. We have a few rooms up there. To my left side, you have the 2-car garage. This community also does give you the opportunity to get into properties with 3-car garages. However, that is something that you guys will have to give me a call, and I'll make sure that we can connect you with the builder and of course find the right layout for what you're looking for. But in this scenario, you have a standard 2-car garage, your water heater in the garage door opener, and your electric panel. Now on the right side of this main foyer, you're going to have a half bathroom. This property is a 4-bed, 2.5, this being the first bathroom in the home. Traditional vanity on the right side. You have of course your toilet with private light, private door, and everything right here on the first floor. Always a plus, especially if you like to entertain. Now, the main thing about this property and why I absolutely love it and think it's so family friendly is the fact that it's an open concept. As we step into the kitchen, you're going to notice that as you're standing in your kitchen, you can see to what's going on here on the first floor. You have view of your living and dining space. Now let's talk about the kitchen, because we have a gourmet kitchen with some upgraded features. Now, in this case, you do have an upgraded kitchen, but to give you an idea of what you can do with the kitchen, you have a waterfall countertop in quartz. You have kind of like brown accents in the quartz, so you can choose different colors. If you actually build from scratch, you can choose the actual materials in the kitchen. Some of these homes are the ones that have the best incentives, are usually going to be inventory style homes. They are designed by experts, so don't worry. But you know, just something to keep in mind depending on what your interests and of course what your needs are. Right behind me, you're gonna notice you have a lot of cabinet space, crown molding, you have your vent, cooktop, your range and microwave, and on the side of the island, you're gonna have your deep sink and of course your dishwasher. Fridge is something that, you know, we have to keep in mind when you move into a property like this. Is something we might need to negotiate for you if you're looking for that, or include in your appliances package. Another thing is you have your pantry, standard pantry. It's not the biggest one I've shown the channel, but definitely a very nice pantry, especially if you have a family. Shelving also installed. You have right in front of the kitchen, right next to the island, where you already have enough space for 3 to 4 adults. You have your dining space, casual dining space, you know, with beautiful view of the side of the home with these 2 windows allowing for natural light. I always vouch for as many windows as possible, as it'll naturally make the property feel larger. This property with 1,884 does feel pretty big, and it's just because of all those windows and the opportunity to have that natural light. Stepping into the living space, you're gonna notice you have enough room to decorate, add seatings, your entertainment section, your 100-inch TV, maybe add some lighting that could, you know, benefit whatever your design style is, but you can definitely play around with this layout. But my favorite thing about Minneola and why I love this community in particular is the fact that most of the homes, or majority of the properties overall, have view of the hills that Minneola has to offer. So just from my living room, or what could be your living room, right? You do have unobstructed view of all the hills that this area has to offer. Now, let's go take a quick look at the cover lanai. As we're sitting here in your covered lanai, enjoying a nice drink, a nice cocktail, we can also enjoy the Florida weather. The good thing about Florida right now is that we're stepping into summer, and you know that you're going to be spending a lot of time out here. Covered lanai is always a plus, as you will definitely be using it. If you're looking to add a pool, we can definitely look for a bigger lot that can fit that pool, but just know that you can definitely add that if that's something that you are looking for and trying to experience with your dream home here in this area. Now, let's go back inside, take a look at the primary suites, and then we have a few more rooms to see. Let's go. Now, welcome to what could be your primary suite. This property, one of my favorite features is that the first floor includes your primary suite. So if you have kids, send them upstairs, come here and relax. You do have a room that is very comfortable. You fit a king size, side tables, dressers. You have 2 windows on each side, enough space for that extra large dresser, maybe some extra seating and decoration. Right behind me, you're gonna notice that you have the ensuite bathroom. You have porcelain tile, you have a private toilet room, and on the left side, you're gonna notice you have a standing shower, and of course, your countertop with white quartz as an example of some of the materials you can choose. Now, right across, you're also going to have on the left side of the room, you have the walk-in closet with perfect amount of room if you want to split it between 2. Personally, I would fill it up all by myself, but you know, that just depends who has the most clothes on the property. You guys decide. Now, we're pretty much done with the first floor. Let's go take a look at the second floor as we have a few more rooms to see. I hope, guys, that if you have made it this far in the video, at this point, you have already followed me on social media. I do have Instagram, so make sure to follow me so you can keep up with all of my daily ventures and of course, even meet some of my team members who could potentially be helping you finding your next dream home. But now, let's continue on. We have a few more things to see. Right here, we're on the second floor. You don't really have a loft area because you're right, you have the double high ceilings on the main entrance, but you still have this space that you can turn it into something, you know, quick, like this, maybe a reading nook or something like that. Or if you have kids, maybe turn it into some form of like desk or study area. Then bedroom number 1 here on the second floor. So this would be bedroom number 2 on the property in general. You have enough room for a queen size. You have a view of the backyard from the window, enough space with dressers, side tables, and you have a half walk-in closet. Then we actually step out and you're gonna notice here on the floor, we have a change of flooring. We have wood flooring on the second floor, which is always really nice touch in these type of homes. No carpet in this particular situation. You do have also on the left side of the hallway, a laundry room. This is where you're gonna bring your washer and your dryer, maybe add some shelving or some cabinetry if you want to. Right across, you do have a shared bathroom. This one with a sink. You have a 1 sink. You can eventually make it 2 if you want to. And you do have, of course, another example of their color in the cabinets. You have a brown color right here. And you also have the quartz countertops, your toilet. Right behind me, you have the tub and this beautiful neutral subway style tile here on the shower, which is always really nice touches and some other ideas of what you can do in terms of decoration. Then towards the back, we have 2 more rooms. This one towards the left side, and then this one, of course, you know, having, you know, your queen size bed, very comfortable. You have enough walls. I love that, you know, you can decorate and, you know, you can have a lot of fun, especially if you're a teenager. You want to have your posters up, you want to have enough space. This room has it. And right behind me, you're going to notice as we cross from the other room to this room, you have another very similar room, enough space for, you know, that growing family. This is a really known area for having amazing schools, guys. So Minneola, besides being absolutely beautiful, having rolling hills, new construction is everywhere. You have opportunity in terms of appreciation. You also do have the opportunity to know that wherever you come here, you know that your kids are going to great schools. Most of them are rated A and majority are actually even brand new. This particular community in Minneola will actually even have a K-8 right inside of the neighborhood. As you will see in some of my drone shots, it is right now being constructed, ready for you to make a move and know that your kids are going to be using a school with amazing facilities. Now, let's go downstairs. Let's talk about the numbers. Let's talk a little bit more about the area and how you can qualify for a home just like this one. Thank you so much, guys, for making it to the end of this tour. Now let's talk a little bit about what you guys want to know, the price, the HOA, the CDD, what is this area, and of course, how you can qualify for a property just like this one. Let's start right ahead with the asking price for a property like this one. Now, this type of builder builds inventory homes, plus they also build to-be-built properties, which means that you can design them from scratch in terms of the cosmetics inside of the home. Now, a property like this as an inventory style home, you're going to be looking at price points between the 520, 540, just depending on the location in the neighborhood. This is part of their collection that is on the smaller size lots, sitting in 40-foot lots. They do have opportunities for you to get properties a little bit bigger, sitting in 50 and 60-foot lots. Just depends what you guys are looking for, and of course your timeline. Now, a property like this as a base price, which means that you're building it from scratch and choosing your finishes, you will have a base price of $464,990. This, of course, you have to add on whatever you choose in the design studio, from floors to kitchen to finishes, even in the bathrooms. So, something that, you can fit depending on your budget. You can definitely modify a few more things, but it just depends on what you guys are, what your goal is in general. I usually tend to recommend, especially if you have a little bit more of a, immediately you have to move in soon, I would recommend the inventory style homes. They are designed by professionals, so don't worry, you're not gonna get an ugly house. However, you can get the opportunity to get a lot of incentives, especially if you are using a loan. So if you're getting a loan, especially if you're getting a loan. Now, if you're needing to get a loan with their preferred lender, in this example, they're giving you up to $20,000 towards your closing costs, which means that you can use that, to just bring that towards the table and potentially even bring down some of those interest rates, right? You can use that amount to use it to, reduce your monthly payments, just focus on your down payment, and, just bring to the table as little cash as possible. Now, the types of loans that you can actually qualify for this neighborhood, that's gonna depend on your specific situation. You can do FHA, conventional, VAs, anything that you might need. This area does not qualify for USDA, just so you guys know. If you wanna know about USDA loans, definitely reach out and we'll tell you which areas do qualify for that, or the lender can definitely give us a more of a professional or deep detail on how you can qualify for that type of loan and which areas in Central Florida make sense for that. Usually I would probably recommend Ocala for that type of area, just because you get a little bit more flexibility and the price points also make sense for that type of loan. But that's a whole different situation. Coming back to this area, the HOA in this particular community, you're looking at an HOA fee of just $100 a year. You do have a CDD, which in Florida, if you don't know, is an additional tax that is paid at the end of the year, and your property taxes as well. So that is something that you gotta, keep in mind. You're looking at $1,148 a year. This is something that, is depends on the property, depends on the lot. The bigger the lot, yes, you will have a little bit more of a CDD. So those 60-foot lots are looking at a CDD around $1,700, but that is always a guarantee, or that's how I usually see it, right? It's a guarantee that the area is gonna grow. And as you're gonna see in the drone footage and some of the images that I have throughout my video, this is an area that has a lot of growth. You do have the opportunity to have a K-8 inside of the community, fitness centers, pools, trails, cabanas, and everything you need inside of the community, and opportunity to have amazing education, probably one of the best ones here in Central Florida, here in Minneola and Lake County. Now, the next best thing about Minneola is that they're trying to make it as like another winter garden. So there's a new town center that's gonna be built. You have also the opportunity to being so close to a lot of the major, towns and cities around the area. Orlando is just gonna be around 30 minutes from this specific location, just taking 428 Turnpike and you just make it right over there to Orlando. The Disney area is around 45 minutes. You also have Winter Garden at around 20 minutes and Clermont at just 10 to 15 from this specific location. There is a lot of things that you want to consider moving to Minneola, right? Yes, this is an area that is developing, so as you're living here, you will experience a lot of construction, but it's just a guarantee for you that you're going to be building a lot of appreciation and equity value in your home. I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for making it to the end of the video. Don't forget to follow me and subscribe to this channel if this was useful and great information for you. Leave down your comments. I want to read them all, see what your questions are, and see how we can make these videos much more informational for you and make sure that we are targeting your major questions. If I'm not able to get to you in terms of the comments, don't forget to give us a call. My number's in the screen on purpose. My team and I are here ready for you. We are going to guide you and make sure that the experience that you're looking for in the process of purchasing a home, let it be your first, second, or as an investor, we can definitely help you, and we are ready to receive all those questions. We appreciate your time. Thank you once again, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.